All right, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whenever you hear this message, I pray that you are poised to receive, to accept, and most importantly, to respond to words of wisdom. Ashe. So today I want to share a lesson with you on what I consider to be one of the most important and impactful attributes of the Orisha tradition. This is what I would consider like the super medicine of the tradition. There are thousands and thousands of divination texts. There are as many observances or taboos. There are thousands of different kinds of medicines and charms that you can use. You know, the tradition is just replete with very dynamic and tangible resources that will have a positive impact on your life without question. But by my estimation, all of those are very small compared to this super medicine, which is destiny. Destiny transcends and supersedes all the other aspects. But the thing that differentiates destiny in our tradition is that destiny is a choice. Destiny isn't something that is forced upon you from the outside. Our theology teaches us that you choose your destiny in the prenatal state. And then when you get to the world, you make decisions that will either reinforce your destiny or they will contradict your destiny. And that's why we have Ifa. Ifa is going to help you make your decisions. It's going to lay out the parameters of success and fulfillment. And then you're totally free to choose there too. You choose to consult Ifa. No one's going to force you to do that. You choose to consult. You choose to make sacrifice. You choose to keep the observances. It's your choice, right? So at every turn, our tradition is reinforcing the importance and the power of your decision making. Now, that's always important. It's essential that human beings exercise our capacity to think. That's part of what makes us who we are in the planet and in the whole circle of life. We have a higher level of discernment thinking, critical thinking, etc. But when I think about African Americans, contemporary African Americans, the capacity to really own your thinking and decision making powers is a super medicine. It constitutes a superpower because we live in a culture and a society that presents just a dizzying array of options. You got 20 different kinds of bread, 20 different kinds of toothpaste, 20 different types of car, 20 different kinds of shoes, 20 different kinds of underwear, 20 different kinds of toothpicks and bug spray. I mean, everything that you could ever want, you have it in multiples here in the United States. Not only that, you can choose how you dress, how you call yourself, how you identify. Like all of these choices are available to you, like in a way that has never been before. You got lots and lots of latitude and freedom to choose who you are, right? Which is fine. However, this is the part where you're getting hustled and scammed and deceived by the culture at large, because sure, you have all these choices and some of those choices are crappy. Some of those choices are low quality experience. Some of those choices will never ever work in your favor, but you're free to choose them, and everyone's going to insist that you have that freedom to choose it. The problem is when you choose a low quality product, when you choose a low quality experience, when you choose to associate with low quality people, you then get the opportunity or even are incentivized to complain and blame the low quality product, the low quality people, the low quality experience. So you chose to drink rock gut liquor, for example. You chose to drink rock gut liquor, and it gave you a splitting headache, and you did it again and again and again, and then it totally poisoned your liver. All the while that you were doing this and you're complaining about it, you got a chorus of people in the background applauding you and enabling you and encouraging you to make that decision again and to complain about the liquor. They're complaining and they're just dissing this rock gut liquor, talking bad about this liquor, blah, 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 blah. They have all these complaints to lodge against this liquor. But the liquor it's cheap liquor. If it's not working for you, stop choosing it. Stop blaming the liquor. It's not the liquor's fault. You chose that liquor. You're choosing low quality people to spend time with, to marry, to have children with. And then you complain about this person being low quality. Well, they were low quality when you met them. You chose that person, and then you chose to get involved with them to this extent, and then the next extent, and beyond that. And you went all the way with this person, knowing they were a low quality person. Now you're complaining about them. And everybody who's on your side is complaining with you and applauding you and just saying how horrible and disgusting this person is. But it was you who chose that person. This is how you basically are poisoning your own well. Popular culture supports and enables you to poison your own well and never, ever take accountability for the fact that you are making this choice over and over and over again. Orisha lifestyle, if you practice it in earnest, it will not enable you to do that. If I was going to tell you, hey, you're working it, you are consuming a taboo. You are doing something that works against your destiny. You need to make a different series of decisions in order to create different outcomes in your life. You chose to be a certain way. You have an original constitution. You need to live up to that. You need to honor who you are. You need to show up in the world the way that you really originally intended to show up. If you refuse to do that, then you're going to get lower quality experiences and you're going to have to live with the outcomes. And so I am genuinely of the opinion that our ancestors, more than anything else, want for us to practice the tradition in ways that constantly reinforce our agency, our self-agency, our ability to make decisions and act in ways that are in alignment with our spiritual agenda, to make decisions in ways that will reinforce the mission and the plan that brought each of us into the world. This is a lesson that is going to resonate with the leaders, the people who understand that their spiritual maturity is a byproduct of their ability to improve the world through positive influence, through authenticity, being themselves and showing up fully according to their destiny and their ancestral promise. If you're one of those people, then I want you to find out how Oloye Obafemi Origunwa and the Orisha Lifestyle Academy can help you take your practice and your life to the highest level possible. Visit me today at obafemio.com or orishalifestyle.com, and let's start working together to help you live the medicine that will heal your life and heal the lives of those who you are destined to serve. I look forward to working with you. Bye for now. Odabo.